around on the flank again, trying to get the pulse bomb. Is he going to get anything? Yes, he will.
Unko a bit too close to that one. Good start for Philly. Fate taking a lot of damage from that self-destruct. Soon got caught by it as well. Carpe with the finishing blow, and Philadelphia in prime position now to take point A. They should have this one.
Yeah, there was no peel for the supports from the Valiant. The rest of the team was following behind a nano-boosted Fate Winston, but that again meant that Valiant was cut
big
off
D-Mech
from the sightlines, and that is a big D-Mech.
Having Valiant essentially down one tank is pretty big. Looks like Envy went back to spawn and swapped. Yeah, Fate. Agility's down two. Fraggy pops that Primal Rage. Just wants to look as tough as possible on the point right now, apparently.
He's very intimidating. He's also trying to deal with the Ana. Gets woken up immediately.
Yeah, that's right. Kareem's like, oh, please. Philadelphia back on the point. They've nearly got it. Dragon Blade trying to secure it. They're going to add the sound barrier on top of that as well. Fate falls one more time. EQO fighting it out, but now they've got the Transcendence and the Dragon Blade on the Valiant side to contend with. Boombox responds with his own Zenyatta ultimate, keeping everybody healthy for the moment. Unko taken out again. Self-destruct. We'll see if it picks anybody up. No, not quite. And it's a brawl, but Philadelphia Fusion coming out big, and they will take point B. 4 minutes and 12.
Can't get back through the choke to his healers, and now the Valiant should have every opportunity to get point A.
Boombox got agility, so they needed a big pick like that, but they need more. They're going to lose Neptuno instead, though. Transcendence used. There goes Carpe, and Philadelphia, like we expected, even after Fraggy returns, going to have a pretty tough time defending this one.
That bull rush into the 6v5. It's
what
not
you do.
that hard to set up. Valiant find themselves an opening, and they will now have an opportunity to equal the score of the Fusion.
You think he needed to use it right there?
I think they're just buying time because they know how many ults the Valiant have.
All right, Neptuno down. Valiant starting things off in a hurry. There's another nano boost onto Fraggy.
Got the trance. EQO coming in with a Dragon Blade, but he hits the ceiling. Oh no!
Oh man, and everybody on Fusion taken out. That's going to be Valiant completing point B. They're going to end it with a minute 25 in the time bank. So, not the greatest attack for Fusion at the end for the defense, but it's a time for them to get that single tick on point A. That's all they need to do to win this map. A very crucial series, and Agility's down already. Great start for Philadelphia Fusion, eliminating Genji on the Valiant side early. Valiant needs to get in here, man. They cannot give up a single tick.
And they're going to start to dive the back right now,
Just
wrapping
zoning.
around again to
It's a
deal
zoning
with
game.
Unko. Sleep Dart hits him, but
They're right there, man. That's it. It's just Philly playing a simple zoning game. You push everybody back, somebody hangs out on the point, you only need that one tick. That's how you do it.
yeah, absolutely.
And Agility's already trying to cover that doorway that Philadelphia is coming out of. They're going to go in for the very aggressive dive. Whoa, that is a bunch of kills already. Envy and Verbo going down. And man, they're just like, you know what? You can only fire rockets so fast. We're just going to run right past you.
I mean, they blitzed the opposite room and said,
They
okay,
did.
we're just going to ignore the Pharah.
Just
we're
ran
going to
into
take
it,
out
man.
your tanks instead, and now we're just going to take the point. So Agility's sad and alone right now. His teammates are coming back to join him, but it will be too late to take the point.
Yeah, and you can't take the point as far. You're just going to get in there and get wrecked, right? Fate, Rez, Valiant not giving up.
But didn't get the kill, and now that means that Kareem and Verbo going to have some more ult charge to work with as they look to drop in.
Oh, goodbye, Neptuno and Boombox. No more supports for Philadelphia Fusion. Verbo falls as well. Philadelphia in big trouble here. Valiant winning this fight in a hurry, but it is 99%. EQO, he can end it himself right here with a good Dragon Blade, but it's not going to happen. Valiant taking the fight, and as soon as they deal with Carpe, and as soon as they deal with Neptuno, and I think that's going to be about it.
That's going to be
GG
it.
overtime. Valiant going to take Village.
Despite the strong opening from the Philly Fusion, finding an opportunity to commit. There's a sound barrier. This is the all-in moment.
Yeah, here's the commitment, and they get Verbo right away. Transcendence comes out a little bit late from Kareev there. Pulse Bomb doesn't get the kills for Carpe, but they are still edging out Valiant in this fight. There's a nice one onto Agilities here, and back on the point as Valiant tries to flip it, but Philadelphia's not going to let him. This round has been pretty one-sided so far.
Yeah, it has been. Fusion bullying the Valiant off the point every time. They waited for the sound barrier, quickly engaged, and there was nowhere for the Valiant to go because they were caught on. Philly couldn't close the gap, even with both of their support ultimates. So all of a sudden, the tables have turned. Valiant, again, patient with the ultimates, and it might pay off.
The final fight commencing here. Valiant trying to hold the Fusion off, trying to win this map, but Agility's an Envy.
What? They
do just
line up
that.
for Agility.
No kidding. Big dash from the Genji on the Valiant side, and now it's just an angry Fraggy on the point, and that's going to be pretty easy to deal with. Overtime ticking away, and the Valiant will win Nepal.
Valiant even things up, knock the Fusion.
On the right person at the right time, and it looks like that's just going to be nearly point A until Valiant comes back in.
That's a nice play from Carpe.
Yeah, Graviton Surge though, they're going to pair it with that Coalescence, and that's going to be a lot of kills coming up for the Philadelphia side. They've got the payload moving now.
That Poco catching everybody. Agility's not quite there with a Graviton Surge. They're just banking ults for the big team wipe, and here we go.
That's all about that CC. The Graviton Surge comes in from Valiant. They're going to be patient. Earth Shatter comes through as well. Counter Shatter. Oh, the big grab. What a combo from Philadelphia Fusion. That was about as one-sided as it gets. Talk about a team kill.
That was just getting the Valiant slapped right there. Agility's trying to make it back, but it's just not going to be enough. The cart cleanup is commencing.
GG, man. They got Faith in there at the very end, but the respawns, even with the tanks, might not be enough here. Valiant fighting it out. Another sound barrier comes in. Self-destruct for Valiant, pushing Fusion back, doing everything they can to stay alive, but that's going to be it. And a pretty fast time set by Fusion off of set.
Is punished by the
hole again. Fraggy, the sneakiest Reinhardt in the world. He gets bounced around a bit. Can't complete the charge, but they do complete the kills they need. That nano boost on a Fate, I don't think is going to get a whole lot for the Valiant here. He's still alive.
Yeah,
maybe they can do it.
Can just take a breather though. Poco's zoning them out with a self-destruct. There's a nice
EQ pulls him right into the self-destruct for Poco. It's always fun to see Valiant coming in. They've got the spawn advantage as the attackers, but another hook for Envy. Sleep Dart though. Meanwhile, Agility's with the Dragon Blade out, finishes Poco off. So Valiant with one last chance to take this one, but they're gonna do it in overtime. This is where they thrive, and they've got the Graviton Surge.
The Moira's there though, and that Shatter's not gonna hit.
No, that's a blocked Earth Shatter, and now Fusion coming back with both support ultimates. Fate down yet again. Carpe trying to find a crucial pick, and there it is. Verbo, as he flies through the air, is headshot into oblivion.
Sleep Dart onto the top high ground Widowmaker position.
Well, a whole hog may just get a full hold for Fusion. It certainly will. Great defense from these guys, and they will take King's Row.
And here's a crazy stat for you, though. An EQO on that full hold had a 7.
The big reflect there. Valiant still bottled up. Now they go for the dive here. EQO Dragon Blade got it ready to go. Unco down already. Somehow Fraggy managed to find him in the back of that fight. And the Dragon Blade for EQO cuts down Kareem. Also protects Fraggy a little bit longer. But man, it's all about that Dragon Blade for Philadelphia.
And there's just no realistic way for Valiant to deal with this with the composition, Noah. The reason why is that you can't put pressure on the Carpe, who's standing in the server. Critical kills to prevent this attack. Neptuno will get the revive onto Fraggy, but that's the only one they've got.
Now Poco gets there just in time. We're in overtime. Agilities wants to shut this down right now with the Dragon Blade. Reflect puts up there. Carpe trying to shoot him out of the sky, but EQO gets a kill on Soon. While Agilities again still in the back lines. He's kind of on his own here, just trying to keep people from getting to the payload. Fate Primal Raging doing a big part in keeping Philadelphia zoned out as well. And meanwhile, Carpe just staying there. He's moving it forward. He actually got some extra distance, and that's going to let Fraggy get back in there with the Primal Rage. It's all about buying time. How in the world did he avoid that self-destruct? Oh, he nearly jumped off again. That's going to be about it. Fraggy with a heroic effort at the end. And I gotta say, Philly ended up pushing that a lot farther than I thought. Up and up in a big way on this Widowmaker.
All right, well, Sin's just going to kill all of the DPS. It won't be a problem for the Valiant to conclude this attack. Now they can simply charge into server.
Yeah, no damage really. Agilities.
That's a damage booster, an enemy.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Zenyatta.
It's not good, but I like it.
He's going to try and get back to the point right now with the Transcendence.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going to try to rejoin his team at least, but he's still getting chased here. There's a Primal Rage. They really want to punish this. They're still going to get point A pretty soon, I think.
Well, is Bobo
Oh, it
going to
got
commit to
contested,
self-destruct? No. Okay, so they're not going to actually fight this out. Otherwise, the self-destruct would have been used.
Just trying to eat up some time off of time bank, I suppose.
And Neptuno still going to be on the opposite side right now.
Too. You had Neptuno using the res, you had Boombox using the Transcendence to keep him alive during that extended sort of cast time, and that may be what it takes for Fusion to win this one, but they've got to fight this last fight.
Time for
Valiant coming in.
Achilles to be a hero with this blade.
Absolutely, man. Earn your place. Here we go. Boombox down. It's a big start. They get EQO as well. Soon right there to help him out, and it's a team effort as Valiant pushes forward. They've got the Transcendence, and going to get demeched. He is indeed, and that's going to be a bit scary. Poco getting a bit low himself. Both teams out of the mech, but it's going to be the self-destruct for Poco. Carpe, meanwhile, up on that high ground soon, just trying to be annoying with that Tracer. 40% already for Philadelphia Fusion, and there goes Boombox. As soon finds him on the side of the fight. Vermo taken out by Fraggy, and so far so good for Fusion here. They've managed to hold it, unless Soon can flip this one by himself.
And it's just the tanks right now. Primal Rage going to be used to buy time, but they haven't had an answer. The Valiant have had EQO and Fraggy in their backline harassing the supports, Unko and Verbo. They're dying, they're cutting off.
We know this guy's a pretty aggro support player in general, but yeah, there is such a thing as too much. And for me to say that means a lot. Reeve gets EQO.
And that's not in a place where Resurrection can come through.
Not really, 95% for Valiant. They've got Boombox as well. Carpe finishes Kareem, but it doesn't matter. You can't take the point as Widowmaker. We're into overtime, 99-99, but Valiant a little bit ahead of this one. Self-destructed, there's Neptuno on his own again. Can't keep the point going. EQO gonna delay as long as possible, but that's all he can do, and no one else can get there. That's going to be Valiant coming back from 99-0 to take Ruin.
Just force out of Fraggy, so now it's go time.
Oh, great flashbang on Fate as he came in. He had ultimate, but he didn't get a chance to use it.
And that's the clutch factor right there.
Yep.
Coming in and attempting to get the Primal Rage off, instead ends in disaster.
Well, great focus fire by Fusion as Fate jumped in, but again, Valiant didn't use any ultimates in all of that. They can still come in and use a lot to flip the point. Needs more. They use the sound barrier to stay alive. Poco with the self-destruct to zone them out again for just a second. Soon trapped in that room, has to get out again. Valiant trying desperately to flip this one. Transcendence so for Boombox as Philadelphia storms back in again. An EQO with the headshot onto Soon. Here's the Deadeye and he finds Verbo with it. Philadelphia Fusion not done quite yet. We are going to round. They've got control. Can they keep it? There's a Deadeye.
Percy!
Oh, no kills on that one. EQO rolling away, barely kept alive by the Transcendence from Boombox. Oh, but he goes down. Boombox, or Kareem rather, found him with the rocket. Fusion, though, still in the middle of all this, flipping the point back again. Soon trying desperately to keep it on the Valiant side, but he can't. 99% for the Valiant, and now Fusion holding it themselves, 70%. We are so close to 99-99. Soon comes in.
Barrier is denied!
Oh,
denied by Verbo. He killed him during the animation.
And that could be devastating. Can Valiant do anything to take this one back again? Oh, I don't know, 85% for Fusion. Coming down to the wire soon. Being a thorn in their side, or at least a flank on this fight anyway.
And it's just an all-out
oh, he's down!
Boombox back in on the Moira. Everybody flooding to the point.
98-99. Overtime. Fusion controls it. Can they keep Valiant away? The match on the line right now. And Fate and Verbo down. They need more people to take this one.
Reeve is going to have to drop into the point, and he's going to get picked off.
He can't do it. The Primal Rage comes in. Fate down. And that's going to be another self-destruct for Envy. Catching anybody with that? He gets back into the map, immediately pulse bombed. Can anyone from Valiant get there? Doesn't look like it. Overtime ticking, and that will be it. Fusion will pull it off at the very end.
What a